Welcome to Fingerstyle Blues Handbook. If you've always wanted to get a grip on the essentials of fingerstyle blues guitar, you've come to the right place. Over the next 20 lessons, you'll learn how to keep a solid groove going with your thumb, build a vocabulary of single note licks and chord voicings, and develop that critical independence between your thumb and fingers that's necessary to play this style of music. By the time we're done, you'll have learned 20 new fingerstyle guitar instrumentals, and you'll have the chops to go even further. Let me just talk for a moment about right hand technique. One of the things that will really help is if your thumb and your fingers aren't bumping into each other when you play. If you keep your fingers like this, when you pick, they're going to be kind of getting in each other's way. If you've got the thumb out in front and your fingers behind, they can cross and you can get more volume and more clarity when you pick. If you're not sure what your hands are doing, try this. Just drop your fingers onto the strings, index, middle, and ring on the top strings and thumb on the fourth string. And then just push your thumb towards the neck and let your fingers drift back towards the bridge. That's a pretty good starting position. You want to try that out and see if it works for you. Do it for a couple of weeks. If it still feels really weird, this is folk music. You can kind of do what you want. And if you have a better way of playing for you, then just take that out for a spin. And if you really rock out with it in 2 or 3 years, we'll all be reading the guitar magazines on your excellent right hand technique. The first technique we'll need is called steady bass, which means you're playing the bass with your thumb in a steady quarter note pattern like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I should point out, while I'm doing that, I'm actually using another right-hand technique called palm muting, where I'm resting my right-hand palm, right on the bridge where the strings meet the bridge, so that instead of having the notes ring out, they're a little more thumpy sounding. So once you have this steady bass going, the next technique is called a pinch, and that means playing a note with your finger, right-hand finger, at the same time that you play a bass note. And so you can start to do this by playing a pinch on every bass note like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm using my ring finger for that high string. And for now, as a general rule, you can plan on using your thumb for the bottom 3 strings, your ring finger for the high string, middle finger for the second string, and index finger for the third string. That's going to change around a bit, but that's a good place to start. So we've got the steady bass, we've got pinching on all the notes. The next thing to do is to only pinch on the first beat out of 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you're comfortable with that, put back in one of the pinches on beat 3, so you end up with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a good way to work on that is to go through some different notes on different strings and get used to playing a pinch not just on the high string, but on the second and third string as well. Like if you start off using the 3rd fret on the second string, if you play that note on the 3rd beat, after playing the high string on the 1st beat, you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with a scale like the E minor pentatonic scale, you can work your way all the way down to the 4th string, like this. So you might take a piece of that and play that using the first and third beat as the place to play your pinches. And then you can go back up the scale as well. Finally, you can also play two notes in the melody while the thumb is also going. So a pinch where you've got thumb playing and then index and middle, or middle and ring finger playing. For instance, if you played the third and the second string with your index and middle finger as a pinch on the downbeat with your thumb in the bass, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you could play other notes, other pairs of notes going up the neck like this. You could play second fret on the third and second strings. And you could play fourth and third string on the fourth and third fret on the third and second string. So another good exercise is just to go through those 3 sets of double stops, playing on the downbeat.